Hello, and welcome back to Overdue Adventures. I'm Andrew, your Dungeon Master, and this wonderful show is brought to you by Nashville Public Library. You can find materials and information about our D&D programming or RPG books at library.nashville.org. But now that that's out of the way, we are jumping back into our adventure. We are playing through Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which is one of the books that you can find on that website. And we're playing through the one-shot adventure that is very spooky and has some horror themes to it. So if you didn't catch that from the last video, be prepared for some of that in this session, called Salvage Operation, where our spooky sailors, whom I'll have them introduce themselves in just a second, have been sent on a mission to recover a ghost ship, one that was thought to be lost to the sea and had shown up on the horizon. The merchants, though, who saw it, did not dare to approach the decks in the mist and the fog out there at sea. They reported it, and one of the merchants back in Saltmarsh had some very important papers and a very important box crate on this ship. And so the crew was assembled and sent out, and we now find ourselves on the top deck of the Emperor of the Waves. But before we get into too many details about where we're at now, let's introduce our spooky sailors.
Hello, I'm Chase. I work in adult services at the main library. I maintain the board game collection there that circulates out to the whole system, as well as just do general game programming all the time. So today I'm playing Inkir, this dragonborn druid who's really interested in the stars, kind of a navigator.
My name is Emily. I'm the branch services specialist at Maine. I don't do any D&D programming, but I am here to have fun. And today I will be playing Gibby, who is a barbarian gnome.
Hello, I'm John. I'm an adult services librarian for Nashville Public Libraries, and I run Let's Play Games with Gamekeeper John, aptly named. Today I'll be playing Stamper Hedgewick, and my players don't know what I am yet.
Spoopy. My name is Hannah. I work in production services at Nashville Public Library at the main library downtown, and this show is a little bit of my brainchild to bring MPL employees together to play D&D, and we're recording here at NECAT Studios on Nashville State Campus. We're really grateful that they got us in and are helping us to raise this production a little bit. I'm really excited to be here. I'm playing Valoran, who doesn't have a last name as of right now, whoops. And he's a sea elf rogue.
I'm Haley. I work in the children's department at the main branch. I run a D&D program for kids, so I teach kids how to play and learn the mechanics and the basics. I'm playing Douglas Bay. He is a paladin, what appears to be a sea elf. He also has secrets, which is fun. Yeah.
Perfect. Welcome, spooky sailors, and welcome, patrons. We're so glad you could join us for this next episode of Overdue Adventures. So if you've caught the previous videos, you will know that our adventurers were excited to hit the open waters, leaving the bay, which took a little longer than expected.
It was a big bay.
It was a big bay. Big bad bay. The BBEB. Big bad evil bay. Finally got out of the bay. And after some foreshadowing, after some friendships being made and formed, the crew was able to discover the location of the Emperor of the Waves, this ghost ship. The crew that's been sent out has been captained by a dwarf woman named Bee, and they have been sent out on a small rowboat to scout ahead and see what's going on with this ghost ship, hopefully reclaim the goods and get out of there as quickly as possible. The quartermaster, who is new to the crew, named Kesper, has also joined, a older human sailor. And on the top deck, when they arrived, there were some footsteps, some shuffling coming from the captain's quarters. When the PCs turned around, they discovered a small figure coming out. Again, shuffling with a strange gait, with a cloak and yellow eyes. And when Douglas, the bravest of the group, stepped forward to confront them, the cloak fell off, and it was revealed that an undead halfling was wanting to stab and feed our PCs, our players. And of course, our players didn't want that to happen. So we started battle, and quickly over the course of one round, the enemy was taken down. At the end, with a single flintlock pistol shot from Kesper, aptly aimed. Once it was discovered that they were working with undead, some of the foreshadowing coming to being from Stamper, the group now on this ship has a little bit better sense of what they're dealing with. But before they could recollect after the battle, there was a voice coming from below deck. A grate with moonlight shining down onto the face of a prisoner, a sea elf with bluish skin and green and blue hair, Oceanus, who had gone live on Conch Talk earlier, and his feed had been cut off quickly, is now tied to a post below deck. He looked up into the moonlight, saying, "Hello, bro?" And that is where we are. We are out of battle. Kesper looks around. His octopus companion crawls up onto his shoulder again now that battle is ended, and he begins to look over into the grate. What are the rest of our PCs doing?
I'm rushing
Yes.
as close as I can get to him.
Okay. Through the grate, or are you trying to look for stairs to get down below deck?
I'm probably have flopped on my belly at the grate, Oceanus, because I recognize his voice. I'm
Yeah.
not thinking clearly, I'm not actively looking for stairs. I'm just reaching for him.
Yeah. I'm going to give him a perception check. Who is that? It's hard to see. You're like silhouetted. It looks kind of cool, but who's there?
Oshi, it's me.
No way. Babe, you got to get me out of here.
Now chill out with that, okay? We'll try.
Okay. Sorry. Whoa.
Anybody,
Just kinda
do you guys see any
out.
stairs? Douglas? Do you see any stairs?
I wasn't looking.
Okay, well, what are you good for? Anybody? Anybody?
I would start looking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay. Either investigation to try to look at the details, or perception to kind of gain your general surroundings.
18 in the perception. That's 15 plus 3.
23 perception, 18 plus 5.
Nice.
Can I try to unlock the grate?
Absolutely. Give me a sleight of hand.
22.
Okay. With deft hands, you get out your lock-picking tools, and Valoran, you're able to quickly unlock the grate, and you realize that you can lift it up and, shove it off. While Valoran is doing that, I think Kesper helps you lift it. It's a little bit heavier than it looks. With those perception checks, you all can hear that Oceanus isn't alone below deck. And your general knowledge of ships leads you to believe that this isn't the only way to get down there. There would be stairs either from the captain's quarters or from the bow of the ship.
With that, Valoran, not so hasty. There's something else down there. Be careful.
Yeah.
I'm one leg down I was gonna go get in
Yeah.
the grate, but maybe I'll stop.
There's another way down. It may be safer if we can all go together.
How far away from like the grate was at the ceiling of where he is? How far down is he?
It's like 7.5 feet.
So like I could just stand and get
You
down.
could just, yeah, you could just like hang down and drop down to be with him.
You really think there's a better way?
It's a better way.
He's right there in front of me.
I'm
safer
almost
way.
certain there has to be a better way somewhere in this ship.
Yeah.
Question real quick. How lit is the area that we're in right now?
It's wild.
I don't mean fire emoji kind of lit, but I understand how you got there.
The moon does shine down through some cloud coverage, so there is low light on the top deck. It's like darkness underneath. The perception above 20 heard footsteps from down below, but nothing else.
Can I use my light cantrip just to have a mote of light at the top of the basically roof and just see how far it spreads out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me double check here. Bright light in a 20-foot radius, dim light for an additional 20 feet. So I'm trying to probably have it just above that grate,
Yes.
just so you'd be able to get better visibility to if something is within immediate vicinity. Also, to see if your boy is actually your boy.
That's good.
Oh,
Good call.
interesting. As the light shines down, you do hear this this kind of high-pitched hiss, and you hear footsteps retracting away from the light. If you're looking down at Oceanus, let me set it up a little bit better here on our ship. All right. So let's say you all are looking downward. Oceanus is here below the grate, attached to a post. You heard those voices whisper and hiss. We're going back to the back of the ship.
I would position myself close to where I heard the sounds, closer to where I heard the sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check now that there's light in there and you can see better.
It's 15.
15, there's just a lot happening
Yeah.
all at once. You're not able to pick up anything more than your last perception roll.
Okay.
Any other actions?
Is
Oceana
your-
says, bro, yeah, there's something down here. There's things down here. You have to help me.
Valorant, what if we drop a rope?
I'm
He's
tied
tied
up.
up.
That's a good point.
Let me down in there and I can untie him and we'll
Okay.
fish him out, okay? I'm
right.
gonna jump in.
Okay.
You just dive
Give
in.
me,
Oh man.
give me an
Valorant
acrobatics.
rushes
I'll drop a rope down
Okay.
so
Oh,
that
it's
they can
cocked.
get out.
12.
What you add your acrobatics bonus as
Yeah.
well. Oh, it's 12.
Yes.
You land fine, but your knee buckles a little bit, and at that, there's like a creak. And remember, these boards have been saturated with rain, the ocean itself, and you remember stabbing into some of the boards on the top deck, and it's the same case down here. It's almost soft like cork board now that it's been saturated. Something gives way. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna fall through the floor.
19.
You feel the boards give way underneath you. As the boards fall, your feet go under. You look up at Oceanus and quickly grab one beam that remains, your feet dangling over the now flooded hull of the ship, the cargo hull, where you need to go in order to retrieve your prize. But as planks hit the water below, you hear more of the and splashing. But right now you're just focused on holding yourself on this beam. And do you attempt to climb out, or does anyone else want to act at this time? You just hear Oceanus say, Valoran, no!
Can I send my mage hand to untie him?
Right now, both of your hands are grasping just barely to a post.
All right.
Is just the floor gone? Like, how would we get in there? Just a rope now, or can
It's
we?
just where they landed. So it's just like a 5-foot square, and they happened to grab onto a beam that remained.
So is there like a wall, or just the beam?
There is still floor around them. So like I said, it's just one 5-foot straight down. So you'd be able to, like there's walls on either side.
Okay. Doug's gonna go over and like peer in and see if there's a wall, and then he's just gonna put his feet on it.
Okay.
And then now he's standing on
Yeah.
the wall.
So
Yeah.
so basically you do
You'd be like-
this number where like now you're upside down and you're able to walk down the wall. You can give me a perception check now that you're down on the second level.
6.
A 6, yeah. You're just focused on keeping your feet attached to the wall. You get down, you look over, and even with the light spell, the mist has gathered in this room, so it's hard to make out any details.
With dark vision wouldn't help at all.
Not with that perception check.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna make my way over to where they are and see if
Okay.
I can help untie and.
Do you want to help untie first or help bring them up onto the floor?
Oh, am I like dangling
You're
down?
literally
Okay.
dangling.
I see now. I see now.
She'd probably get the homie. Okay, I'm coming for
Thomas,
you.
please, 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 please.
Okay, so with help, I'm not even going to require a roll. You're able to carefully lift Valoran up. You're both standing right next to Oceanus.
Now can I mage hand my boy?
Okay. All right, so we've got all of our sea elves collected down below deck,
It smells fishy down here.
and everyone else above deck.
Did I find any downward entrance to a lower level?
Yeah, like the door was open on the bow of the ship, and you could see with that initial 18 searching around, you saw that there was stairs that led down.
So I'm gonna basically motion over to everyone else. Like, listen, I don't know how good your jumping skills are, but I'm literally just going to take the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, is anyone going with Stamper?
Stairs are for the
Yeah.
weak.
Okay,
Is that in the direction of the sound that I heard?
that is opposite of the
Opposite.
sound.
Okay. I will go, but I'm keeping my eyes on that until we leave
Okay.
the top deck.
Okay, so you all are heading below deck. Before you leave, Kesper looks to you, Gibby, and says, I'm going to stay up here. I've got another gun here. It's a flare gun. That way, if things go south quick,
Great.
I will signal to Captain B to send more reinforcements.
Great. Thank you.
Do you think we're good so far? Should I send it out, or?
I think we're okay. Do we feel okay?
For the moment.
Okay.
I feel good. I
Group
think
check-in, okay.
What's the vibe? What's the vibe?
we've taken in our surroundings. I think we
think
understand what's
yeah.
going on. Yes.
Yeah.
There's some creepy crawlies down there, but hopefully nothing more crazy than what we encountered up here on the top deck. All right, I will stay. I'll keep an eye through the grate.
Just a stabby.
All right, you all
undead.
take the stairs down. It's a lot less dramatic.
Great.
Valorant is like almost 7 feet tall, so he really just is standing
yeah, you
out.
really just hung down, and then those boards were just very soft. There.
Even on the stairs, I kind of lose my balance a bit.
And I would be, like, I'm fine to go down the stairs first, but I'm taking it from the perspective of I have in hand, kind of ready to go
Yes.
if I need to.
Okay. You all, these boards creak, but you're going slowly. You're not trying to run down, so no checks needed. As the three of you make your way down, you find yourselves in what is the first mate's cabin. And it looks like the walls have been knocked out and there is a circle drawn in black paint on the ground or on the floor in this first mate's circle. And in the center is a decaying human head.
Stinky.
I need either
Scary.
investigation or perception checks. Investigation if you're planning on staying in here, perception if you're just kind of quickly gazing and going through the room.
Okay. I'm more curious to, before I roll, I'm willing to take your guidance on this.
You.
I'm wanting to actually see if I can notate what is being cast here. So I'm definitely looking at it. So which roll would you rather for that?
I would say investigation.
Okay, cool.
Since we're not in like a intense scenario right now, would I be able to cast guidance on myself before? Okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
For a total of an extra 1.
Yeah.
So,
Great. We
Nat
love
20.
that.
Nat 20?
nat 20.
Oh,
Hey.
Nat 20 of the session. Let's go.
For a total of 21.
We'll take it. We honor those Nat 20s.
Yes.
Not only do you see a very expensive pair of earrings on the decaying head, there's also a necklace with what seems to have a sigil on it that is like blackened metal behind with a design of amethyst in it. And the amethyst looks like tentacles rising out of darkness. You also can see that the symbol painted, as you kind of zoom out, the symbol painted around seemed to be a intricate weaving of like purplish tentacles rising up, all leading to this center, what now seems to be some kind of cultish religious sacrifice. Go ahead.
Does it feel active?
It no longer feels active at the moment.
Okay. So, just kind of looking at this, I'm still probably going to hold my...
So you hold back your companions.
I would not recommend touching this. If you do, you are welcome to live with the consequences of your own actions. Possibly undead live, but live nonetheless.
Got it.
But
Found the mom of the group. Now listen, before we go in, hands in pockets.
someone here has to maintain an air of sensibility, and
Certainly not going to be Kesper.
don't worry,
picking
the
his
lecture
nose
will
out
be
there.
later. But yeah, I'm holding everybody back and just
Sure.
trying to make sure that I'm not even stepping in
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Do you relay any information about the fact that it's a ritual that it seems to be here?
I would, and that's part of I don't
Yeah.
know if it's
Part of the warning.
active or not. I don't want to find out.
So any of the three of you can roll either Arcana or Religion to learn more about this sigil, about this ritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do religion.
We'll do Arcana.
And I'll guide myself again.
I got a 15.
That's a 1.
And that one, no, betrayed.
And I'm going to cast guidance on myself so that way I can add
Yes.
a d4. Okay. All right. So 15, 4 on the guidance, plus 2, so 21 in
Okay.
total.
Nice.
With the base 15 from Gibby, you have spent your life at sea. You have run into foul pirates who worship the Kraken of the deep. They have some mythologies about summoning the Kraken from the abyssal realm. And this looks like yet another attempt of doing that. The poor souls on this ship found themselves wrong place, wrong time, as cultists seem to have taken over. You can also tell with the specialized jewelry that the head of the person who was used in this specific ritual must have been in high ranking on the ship, the Emperor of the Waves. So either quartermaster, captain, or first mate, etc. kind of churning your stomach here, giving you a little sense of foreboding. With the 20, Stamper is able to note that although the main mission of the cultists of the Kraken is to eventually summon one from the deep, this is nowhere near a location, a holy place or an unholy place enough. It is not desecrated enough to summon such a powerful creature. But this ritual would have emanated out powerful necrotic energy that could have led to the rest of the crew turning into their now undead state. Now we go back to our sea elves who are both trying to cut these ropes quickly.
Yeah.
So both of you you can either both give me sleight of hand to undo the ropes, or one of you can help the other to give them advantage.
I have a +4 to sleight of hand.
So do I.
I'll help you.
I'm not rolling very hot. I think
Okay,
you
you
should
can help me
probably
then.
roll.
All right.
He's my boy, so.
He's your
Wait, so
boy.
what are we doing?
Hannah's gonna roll with advantage for Valorant.
No, so I don't have to
So
roll.
you're helping, you're holding some of the ropes while they cut and untie them.
Oh no.
It's a 15. Sleight of hand.
A 15?
Yeah.
The ropes, you're able to get their hands undone. You just need to work a little harder to now get the feet undone. So he has movement with his arms. Oh, thank you. And he's got like lacerations and bruises from those ropes. And he's, oh, thank you so much. Whenever you make it around to the other side, I'll give you a hug.
Okay.
So you go hug. Do you want to get started on the untying the feet?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Come
free
on,
now.
Douglas, you gotta help me
His
out.
hands
Oh yeah,
are
I'll
free.
just watch you guys hug
Come on.
while I freeze feet. That sounds
This is a
fun.
really emotional reunion for us. Can you just please cooperate?
Whatever. Okay.
Okay, so give me just a flat one roll of sleight of hand.
9.
The 9.
11.
Over 10.
Yeah.
It's halfway there. Like you're able. These are like thick ropes. You're like cutting at him. He's almost free. You come over, give him a hug, and he says to you, "You came here all the way from the bottom of the sea to save me,
Just for you, Oshi.
and you're not live right now."
We have way more important things. Look at that. And I point at the
man.
rushing.
You could have done a collab, or we could have both been live.
Babe,
That
when we
way
get out
your
of this-
followers and my followers think of all the cowboy hats.
We'll do a recap video. We can set it up in my studio.
Just as you say recap, you hear footsteps coming from behind you. A small halfling figure comes out there dressed in dark purple and black robes. And she looks up at you. The light spell still illuminating this second level of this 3-tier ship. And she says, "Oh, good. I needed more living. Tried it with my friends, but seems their death has already used up their sources." And she brings her hands together in an incantation, poof, and casts black tentacles around the three of you. And so we're all gonna roll initiative as you all hear this spell casting go. She wasn't trying to be quiet about it at all. Hang on to your numbers. Just want to set up this board.
I'm just backing up.
Man, if I had taken the stairs,
Oh.
Yeah, there's like,
Dang.
wouldn't have to have witnessed that moment either.
I can't get anywhere near the dice for at least a minute.
All right.
No dice.
So we've got our 3 companions, Stamper, Gibby, and Inkier, back underneath the bow of the ship in that first mate's quarters. So you're about 20 feet away from the action happening here. There is a 5-foot spot that is open to the hull of the ship, the cargo hold below. And then we've got our 3 sea elves here. We've got Valorin in front, just finishing talking with Oceanus. And we've got Douglas here behind. You're crouched down, trying to get these ropes undone as this halfling priest-looking type character comes through the doors. Their casting takes up all of this space. So all 3 of you are trapped within the tentacles as they grow out of the ground.
Are we
Actually,
grappled or is it just like around us?
I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Ow!
Come on, Dougie.
If this was Cthulhu, there'd be some sanity
Okay.
rolls by now.
Yeah.
21.
15. Right? Yeah, 15.
Very good.
Those are 2 very different numbers.
All right, the spell DC was 13.
Let's get it.
Unfortunately, Oceanus rolls at disadvantage because his feet are still bound.
My
With
bad.
Douglas, I
disadvantage,
thought you were helping him.
we're going to go with the nat 1 instead of the 15. Oceanus is currently restrained
Bro. Restraint's not bad. He'll be okay.
and
Restraint's the worst one.
I hate being grappled. Restrained is fine.
He takes 11 points of damage from the tentacles punching him as he's trying to break free from them, but they grasp both of his wrists. He is bound once more. No, I just got free. And then the last tentacle just hits him in the face,
Yes.
and he passes out.
Finally, some peace.
Okay.
It's complicated, Douglas, okay?
Someone please come down here.
Did
gotta
anyone
go get
get
Doug.
above 20 on their initiative? All right, Stamper.
23.
You 23 and
21.
21. So Stamper, and then we'll go to Douglas.
So we're still in that other room, right?
Yeah, there is a doorway, though, that you look out and because of your light spell can now see what's happening. You can see those tentacles rising up and your 3 friends here kind of wrapped up at the moment.
Okay. So I'm presuming I'd still be kind of looking around at this and then I just turn over. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Absolutely not. So Stamper starts coming over to basically the edge of that casting area.
Absolutely.
Is that cultist the only one I see?
So far, but they came out of a doorway from an area that is covered by walls.
Okay.
You could give me a perception check, though, if you wanted to, for free.
Ooh. I'll take free perception.
For free.
Because that determines some things. That'll be 15 in total.
15, you can see that there are at least 2 sets of yellow eyes back within the darkness, waiting behind the doorway that the priest came through. You can also hear the hissing from below.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, as I walk up, it's absolutely all right, here we go. And I pull out a card. Oh, good. This works perfectly. And I turn the card, and it is the Abjurer card.
Okay,
And I'm casting at first level Bane.
nice.
So all 3 of the creatures that I can see are going to have to make charisma saving.
Charisma saving throw, nat 20 for the priest.
That's not very nice.
For the 2 creatures behind, 13 was the highest.
Okay, so both of the subs fail,
Got it.
and
So they take minus a d6 to their rolls?
minus D4
Got it.
on any attack roll or saving throw.
Got it.
So
Good business.
the other thing I'm going to do as a bonus action real quick, I'm going to expend one of my bardic die to roll from the table.
Okay. I don't think we've seen this yet.
You've seen it once.
Okay, once.
So you all would see that the container that holds my cards begins glowing with this silvery mist. And that'll be my turn.
Very good. We go to Douglas.
I think something's smoking in there.
Okay. Can I move around or what's my situation?
You are fine. Anytime you enter this space, you have to make that check. So you can move freely through it, but I believe if you re-enter the space at all, you then have to make another check.
But if I leave, it doesn't.
Yeah, if you leave, you just won't have to make any checks at all.
Okay. How far away is the cold person?
They are 5 feet behind you, so you're
Okay.
like in melee range.
Well, I guess I should take a step back and then stab him with my rapier. Let's see. 'Cause I don't want to get disadvantage for stabbing her. That's not gonna hit. That is a 9.
Yeah, 9's not enough. An ethereal tentacle comes up and bats your rapier away while she's concentrating on the black tentacles coming up from the ship. Any bonus action on your turn?
I'd like to cast. What is it?
I will say, you know that the ropes are very weak for Oceanus, for his feet. So if you wanted to cast like a quick, like fire spell or something like that, it would be relatively easy to undo those. But he is passed out right now, so I don't know how much help that would be.
I'm gonna not do bonus action this
Okay,
time.
sounds good. Did anyone get between 15 and 20? And what are those numbers?
18.
18.
And what are your dexterity bonuses?
Mine is 2.
Plus 4.
No, mine is 2. Sorry.
Wait a minute.
You're like,
I
whoa.
have several questions.
2, 4.
Yeah.
So it's going to go Hannah, Emily, and then our priest.
Okay, I would like to cast Mage Hand to continue untying
Okay.
Oceanus.
That's a bonus action, and yeah, I'll
Okay.
just give you a sleight of hand real quick.
Okay.
And the DC is much lower.
An 8. Total.
8. The DC came down to a 5. So it was like very hard to mess it up. So basically I had to roll a nat 1. Oceanus is free, kind of slumps into the tentacles, like they catch him as he's falling. But you can tell that they still have him restrained, kind of pulling here and there.
Okay, I'm going to just like check that the ropes are free. I see he's still restrained, but I'm gonna, am I within melee range of the,
You are 10 feet away.
okay, I'm gonna come up within melee range and attack with my rapier.
Okay. Are you doing so and stepping out of the black tentacles?
You said there's no, oh, no, I don't wanna leave that range actually.
Okay.
So can I throw a dagger at her instead?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's get that roll.
22.
That'll hit. Let's see the damage. D4 and then plus your
It's a 7 total.
7 total. All right, first blood as a dagger hits her shoulder.
Nice.
And you can tell her, like you throw this and through the tentacles kind of waving in front of you, you can see her skin is this like sickly, purplish, pale. She has like kind of like forming tentacles like off of her face, almost like gills coming off and like from her head as well. Like her hair is now more like dreaded tentacles going back. She is kind of fully taking on the form of the Kraken, the one she serves. All right, we then go to Gibby.
Awesome. I'm on the other side of the tentacles.
That is
so
correct.
Awesome.
Just where a barbarian wants to be, as
I'm
far away as possible from their target.
From the action. Awesome.
Javelin, you could still add your rage to.
Do have a javelin. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and rage. Like, are we for real? This.
The paperwork.
It's always Colts. And so, yeah, step right up there, and I'll whip out my javelin, or one of them.
Nice. Launching it.
Ooh. I got an 11 on the die. What do I add to that?
You add your strength plus your proficiency.
Great. So it's going to be 16.
16 hits, 15's the armor class. Go ahead and roll. I believe it's a d6 plus your strength modifier.
Sweet. Okay. 6 on the die.
Nice.
Plus my strength modifier. So 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got 16 points of damage done already. This javelin hits the shoulder, and one of those ethereal tentacles pulls it out, drops it to the ground, and now her priestly eyes are looking at you because you've now dealt the most damage to her. So with that, she's then going to gather some of that crackling energy in the air. We saw Stamper kind of tap into this on the top deck, some of that crackling lightning, and as another crash of thunder happens, you think it happened outside, but it's actually happening inside this ship as, boom, a ranged thunderbolt is shot at Gibby.
Oof. Cool.
You did
I
get
did.
the aggro.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's only a 14 to hit.
My armor class is 13.
Because of the rage.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
So
barbarian,
this like thunderous energy pulses towards you. You can watch as all the tentacles kind of separate, parting the sea as this thunder damage passes through them, hitting you, kind of knocking you back. Knocking you back prone, actually. I was just giving
Awesome.
flavor text, but that's
Yeah.
an actual.
Actual thing that happened.
Ooh, and I rolled kind of high, and you take 15 points
Awesome.
of thunder damage. Yeah.
Thunder. Okay.
Can't resist.
Can't resist it. Shoot.
All right,
okay.
and you were knocked prone.
Give it.
Give it out.
Give it out.
Kesper's like poking his head through the hole in the ceiling, like, y'all want me to shoot that flare yet? Or
No.
This looks bad.
Somebody's been
just
thunderstruck.
I believe that leaves.
Yes, I have an 11 on my initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go with you. You rolled higher than the.
Is there
others.
any way to situate a 20-foot cube where it hits the most enemies and the least allies?
Yeah, absolutely. Starting with the priest, going backward
Okay,
is going to hit all 3 of them.
I will do that, and I'll
As
pull
long
up.
as it can go through walls.
Yeah,
It is.
there's two
it
others
is
in
yeah,
there.
as long as I can see.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
perfect.
So I will pull up the star map
But
and
they're
start
banged.
drawing
didn't
more
even notice.
constellations into the sky, into the air in front of me,
Everyone banged?
and drop a 20-foot cube of fairy fire
Okay,
onto the group there.
dope. And dexterity saving throws?
Dexterity saving throws all around.
19 for the priest.
Did not mess with her.
Priest. Someone hacks the priest.
Not if
3
she's got
minus
high
2.
dex.
Yeah.
So 1 and then 6.
6. So the one
The
and the
2
6.
creatures.
The 2 creatures are struck with fairy fire, so they're glowing even in the dark if they're not in the light.
Okay,
So they can be seen
that
and
will
hit
put them on the board.
with advantage as well. So
Oh, yeah, all hits. And they are also baned. You all see 2 yellow-eyed ghouls, this time more medium-sized humanoids, more unfortunate crew members of the Emperor of the Waves, who have been transformed into this ungodly form. These are 2 ghouls.
And as I was casting my spell, the starry form that I used on the deck before, I maintained that for 2 hours, and you see it arching up out of my back again, and the archer takes another shot towards one of the ghouls.
Okay.
I love the imagery of that.
Left or right? from where you're facing your character.
My right.
Okay,
yeah.
got it. So the woman to the right, woman ghoul,
So there we go.
Female ghoul number 1.
femme ghoul.
So that is
Google number 1.
11 plus my spell modifier.
Identify.
16 to hit.
16 hits.
That is 1d8 radiant damage.
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
6 plus 3, 9 radiant damage to the ghoul.
Amazing. It is,
Incinerated.
you see its right arm dissolve in the radiant burn. Yeah, it lessens its amount of claw attacks it can take, and it's now bloodied.
Okay. So yeah, all of this, and he's just holding the star map unfurled, and it's just this archer behind his head,
Yeah.
shooting above him.
Yeah, and you can kind of see this. It's like that same collecting of energy in the air, that crackling, but instead of lightning or thunder, it's that radiant as it shoots through the air.
It's almost like collecting the moonlight and sending it through. With that, I have my movement. Is there any place that I can move to where I can't be seen that easily?
You could move back into the room, so I'll just leave your miniature where you are, as if you've taken cover, adding 2 to your AC behind the wall.
That's what I'll do. And that's my turn.
Sick. All right. Next we get the ghouls rush forward. Ghouls rush in.
Ghouls rush in.
Name of episode. Ghouls rush in.
Yes.
The ghoul femme is going to slash at Valoran.
Ooh, yay.
I don't have uncanny dodge
You,
yet,
he
right?
pointed at me. I thought it was going to be me.
That is going to hit with a 21.
How do you know? No. You didn't ask.
You don't know.
Level 4 in D&D 5e. No one's AC is
There's
gonna
a
be above
47
20.
hit.
There's mage armor and shield. And
There's only one paladin here, so I just figured.
Full plate.
Yes, so I'm guessing that hits. You are going to take 8 points of slashing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As its one remaining arm just kind of like steps up, runs, and slashes you across the face.
I thought you were going to say slap.
A slap.
Step up.
That's
Pat.
a straight 10.
10 is exactly what you needed.
Yeah.
Nice.
You are not paralyzed. Actually, you don't have to make the save because you are of elf descent. So you are immune to this condition.
That's cool.
Because is it a charm?
It is a paralyzing condition.
Okay, and I'm immune to that. Cool, awesome,
So
fantastic. I
if
took
the
8 points
target
of
is a
damage.
creature other than an elf or undead, and sea elves count as elves. Congrats. Sick. The other one comes up to Douglas and is going to make the same attack, but this time it's a bite.
That's fun. Can I react to it?
You can be like, ah!
Well, I have a spell that's a reaction.
What's the condition of this
It's a
spell?
free action.
Just any, I think it's...
Is it Hellish Rebuke?
It's Hellish Rebuke.
Well, no need because it rolled to hit and got a 5 total, so completely misses. Douglas, how do you block this? Do you have a shield?
I have a shield.
Yeah.
But it's on my back, so maybe I just like turn.
Well, I think you had gotten it out in the previous battle, so we'll just assume
Yeah.
you've been like
I did.
going at it with the shield. You're able to bat away the ghoul's face before it bites you, and that ends both of their turns. Oceanus is going to make a death saving throw.
What?
dead?
A what?
Oh.
What?
It's unconscious.
He
What?
We're good.
It's
But
unconscious.
it was a 1.
He's unconscious. He's below 0 hit
Oh, okay, I
points.
thought you
Yeah.
just meant he was unconscious, like,
No.
Oh, no.
He, like,
No.
He took double-digit damage.
yeah, that would
Yeah.
be really nice and helpful.
He
if
was
you
already
could
very
maybe
low.
Heal him.
if I want to.
When you roll a 10 on a death saving throw.
That's a success.
That's
Okay.
a success.
1 to 9. Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. That is one success for Oceanus. One step closer to life. All right. At that point as well, I need Stamper to tell me what their passive perception is.
Passive
Yes.
perception?
Yes.
13.
How do you know what your
Okay. And then we
Is that
go
the
back
bottom?
to the top with
It's on there.
Stamper.
Yes.
But it's 10 plus
Okay,
your
so
perception.
the field of tentacles,
Yeah.
active still?
Active still, concentration. Oh, I forgot to roll concentration checks.
Oh.
Apologies. Remains, fails. Fails
Ooh.
with the javelin hit.
Nice.
Let me just double check that though.
You could have moved.
If that's
got
no
it.
longer active, my
Concentration
body is
on,
ready.
on the tentacle spell?
Never mind, succeeded.
Oh, darn it.
They get a +3. I rolled a 7 on the die, so
Yeah.
exactly 10. So the tentacles are still
Did you
there.
Okay.
roll the d4 for Bane?
The priest is not Bane.
Oh, okay, okay.
The priestess, yeah.
I think Bane would not have mattered for y'all's.
It didn't.
Yeah, for y'all's hits. They were just so high.
Okay.
But they missed you anyway. Yeah. Okay, Stamper. Yeah.
If I step into that field,
Yeah.
what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Just dexterity saving throw? So I think with Stamper, since we're dealing in like 6-second slices,
Got it.
that cast was basically like on the way, about to step into. This is the stepping into. So
Nice.
I'll do the dexterity saving throw because I'm going straight for this priest.
Perfect. It is also difficult terrain. So you might need to dash 5, 10, 15, because it is a 20-foot cube of it.
I'm ready.
All right, let's see it. Dexterity saving throw.
John.
Another nat 20?
John.
Hand moved away.
Oh no.
So, in a similar way as when the thunderbolt came through, you are just able to part the waves as you come through, and yeah, you make
It's like Dark Souls, perfect frame dodging.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So, as I'm going up to, it's time I told you about my friend. And you see the crackling green
My
energy come out as I pull out another card, and it is that of the Raven.
Are you actually drawing those cards?
Yes.
Okay, and that's actually the
What does this
Raven?
mean?
yeah.
What does it mean?
So you all see right behind me these two dark purple glowing eyes and a beak come out
Nice.
as I
Thanks for the Foley.
I am making a melee spell attack against the target.
Melee spell.
Yes. All right.
I love it.
That's +6. So that was 13 + 6, so a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. You are going to take some force damage
Sick.
Nice.
equal to. All right. So it's 2 rolls of my Bardic Inspiration dice. I'll just roll 2d. And Charisma modifier. So that's going to be 4 + 4, 8 of damage from basically being aggressively pecked at by Edgar Allan Poe's ghost.
I love the Fall of the House of
worst.
Usher.
Yeah. Taking the hits, trying to dodge them. She takes the damage and will make another concentration check.
Drop.
Succeeds. Tentacles stay up as we go to, I believe, Douglas. You had a 21 on
Alright.
your initiative.
That was a
yes.
lot that just happened.
Yeah.
So the ghouls are on us, and the lady is next to me.
Yes.
Surrounded.
So directly to your left is a ghoul that just bit at you that you have your shield up to, and then you have right in front of you, diagonally, is the priest casting these spells.
I want to. Are the ghouls on? They're undead, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to.
You also have advantage on attacks against them because of fairy fire.
Yeah, the ghouls, you have advantage.
Then I think I'm gonna try to attack. I guess the one that tried to attack me
Okay.
with my rapier.
Yeah. Advantage.
Please God. Okay. A 20 Dirty 20.
Dirty
to
20
hit.
hits.
Okay.
Let's see the damage.
So I'm going to Divine Smite as well.
Yes.
Do I have any?
Melting with radiant.
Does everyone get advantage from Fairy Fire?
On the ghouls, yeah.
Okay.
So, which means you would automatically get sneak attack too. Yeah.
Sneak attack.
I love how there's
More
like
dice.
light, dark, gray, all these different types of floating damage going on right now.
Bird.
Yeah, bird.
Bird, tentacles.
Stars.
Oh my. Oh my stars. The power of stars.
Stars.
Also titled the episode.
Power of stars.
Okay.
Ghouls rushing, but I
18.
falling in love with ghouls. Sorry, what was the total?
18.
18.
And of it, 12 of it is radiant.
Radiant. You destroy this thing, the whole
Yes.
top half. As your rapier stabs through the chest of this horrifying creature, that radiant energy from the Mother of the Waves just and electrifies and in just a mist of decayed flesh, the ghoul drops.
Nice.
Yes. Great.
Let's get it. Okay, I'm coming for the other one next. Let's go.
Yeah. Any bonus action or movement on your turn?
I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay.
So it's pretty clear now to any observer that radiant damage is doing a lot.
Yes.
Okay.
Kill him.
It's doing its business.
Guiding.
You hear a hiss from the priest as
Oh, she's looking at me now. That's fine.
yeah, she is going to thunderous touch. Come at you.
She's going to come touch me?
Yeah, that is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Can I react to that?
You can. Let's get the damage first.
Cry.
17. 29. That is 32 points of thunder damage.
I'm still alive.
You're still
barely.
alive?
Yeah.
Okay,
God.
so before you are thrown back 10 feet, give me that reaction spell.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yes,
which-
I think they make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm pretty sure it's a save. I don't know what save it is, though.
It is only
And
a
is that to take half
full
damage or
HP, I would
something?
yeah, it's only a 14, so that's against your spell DC.
It's the creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's your spell DC?
That's a good question. 12.
So they did beat your DC. They're still going to take half damage though from the flames. 2d10 fire damage. Yes.
10
Yay.
and 2.
Okay.
So
Great.
12.
The 12 taking 6 of that with that dexterity saving throw. They need to make another concentration check. The tentacles evaporate.
Yes. Finally.
At least there's that. At least I'm going to die.
Okay.
The fire goes up in front of them. You, unfortunately, Douglas,
Welcome to the floor.
Am I prone?
you are launched back, and it is on that same soft wood that Valorant landed on earlier. So I need a dexterity saving throw as you land on your back.
This is
Imagine flying back 10
ass.
feet and then just poof onto your back.
Okay, I got a 19 on the dice.
Okay, you begin to fall, but you're able to catch onto the sides. Your feet are dangling, and at this point, you look down and you can see 2 hands like reaching up for you, and they're like inches from the bottom of your boot, standing in the water.
Just like-
2 more ghouls, bloated from the water that is crept into this cargo hull.
Okay.
So that's where we'll leave Douglas.
Great. Am I prone or am I?
Leave you hanging.
Like, literally
you're
prone
technically
hanging?
prone. Yeah, because you're just hanging onto the edge.
And that sent
Prone
Douglas
with
back
But am I far
towards-
away from
towards
everybody?
me, or
You're by
Or
me.
you.
You're 10 feet
10
away. You
feet.
got knocked back 10
That's
feet.
it. Do we have a healer?
They
Okay.
then
I'm dying.
Yeah, I know.
I've
I
got
was
some heal
planning
stuff
it.
too. I got you.
Thank you.
look at Stamper and collect that same energy and God, you guys are annoying. And is going to try to hit you.
Sassy.
That is only a 13 to hit.
Right on the nose. Oh, 13 AC.
Hey, that's me too.
That's I. That is a
This
lot
table,
of dice.
13 or above.
Right.
Same exact amount, 32. I rolled almost the same rolls, 5d10.
Drop.
You drop.
I have 31.
Oh no. So that is an automatic fail as well.
Yep.
On the dexterity saving throws. You watch, boom, crashes through, falls 10 more feet. Because you're landing in water, though, you're not taking falling damage. But you are currently, like
Drowning.
just
ghouls
floating
down
in the
there.
water next to two ghouls who are very hungry.
Oh, God.
It's very, very salty water, so I'm floating. It's fine.
Hey,
There's nothing
We're
wrong.
about to die. It's about to be a party wipeout. We're only level 4. What are you doing? Oh, sorry.
And just like, here's 6 bad guys for you to fight.
Hold on. One.
Well, there's 5 of us, so realistically, it should have been pretty balanced.
Where's
Casper?
Casper!
Get your butt Casper,
Get down here!
Casper's like, should I shoot that flare?
Gibby, tell him to shoot the flare.
He's like these odd like,
What do you think?
there's a huge line of just broken boards leading down into the hall. One of you is like hanging, the other is like dead on the water.
I was about to say, how's the ship's hull looking right now?
Right, it's just think about the.
It's about to drown the ship.
It's stuck on a rock, right?
I can't swim.
You're the undrowned.
I can't swim.
At that point, at the end of their turn, now that they have more than one down, you see them clasp their hand.
No.
And you watch as your hair's like arty white, correct?
Yes.
You age another 3 years, and your hair
Oh my
begins
God.
to go. The streaks of gray or white just grow immensely. You watch as Oceanus ages another 6 years, and
don't like older
his
men.
hair fully just goes white. He goes gaunt, but he can't react because he's just floating. And you all hear a rumble below the ship.
Okay.
Jesus. So
All
he
right.
has 1 success on his death saves?
Yes.
Listen, I actually have to thank you because I've now made it out of the 27 club because of that.
Hey! Perfect. Okay, so we then go to, let's see, I believe we had the 18 club.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hannah, you're next.
All right. I would like to cast Mage Hand. Did I already cast it?
You have it up still.
Okay, so I'm
you're
going to
good.
use my cunning action to manipulate my Mage Hand, right? And retrieve my dagger where
Okay.
I threw it into the shoulder of the mage.
Perfect.
Can I also attack it as I'm doing that? Can I slash it with my dagger?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's awesome. Give me that attack roll.
Thank God. 24.
It also rolled crap on its perception, so roll at advantage because this will be technically a sneak attack as you're like flanking with your mage hand behind you or behind them.
Okay, well, I just rolled an 18.
Right, so you're
So
just
it's
seeing
zero
if you're
again.
going to crit.
No.
No,
So
okay.
24
So
is the
add your
attack.
sneak attack damage to this roll.
Oh, thank God.
My sneak attack's a d6, right?
Yes.
1, 5, 8 points of damage.
Is it 2d6 though at level 4 for sneak attack?
Sneak
Yes.
attack, level 4 is 2d6, yeah.
Okay, so that I just did 8
8.
damage and another 5 damage, so 13 damage. Oh, sneak attack. Thank you.
Okay. Looking bloodied now.
So that was, I used my bonus action to manipulate the mage hand, and I used my action to attack it.
Yes. So bonus action to move the mage
Can
hand.
I-
You only have your movement
Can I
left.
jump in the water after Stamper? like dive down through the broken
You certainly can.
floorboards after Stamper.
Yeah. Okay.
I could swim really well. I'll
Thanks,
get you.
Bestie.
That's good.
All right. I mistakenly,
I'm gonna
You're a
yell,
good
Douglas,
swimmer."
look after Oceanus, and dive in.
I am
actually
dying.
already sent you-
And so begins the complicated intra-party love triangle.
I'm not looking after your boyfriend either. Why would I do that? Why would I put myself through that?
We are CL for CL.
Okay.
I could kill him while you're away. I'm not going to, but I could.
Let's see. They are going to make an attack of opportunity, though, as
Watch
you
it.
run.
You can't see nothing. You're in the water.
That is a success, but they're out of their thunderbolts, so you're only going to
Thank God.
take.
Oh, Warcaster too.
You're going to take 8 thunder damage, as it's just like a punch, but like her fist never hits you. It's like
Because I'm leaving her range.
thunder
Just hitting.
damage, yeah, that hits you and it kind of like pushes you further as you jump down, land into the waters. Give me an acrobatics for your landing.
Can I do it at advantage because I'm CL? And I'm jumping into water?
No.
I thought I'd
Worth a
ask.
shot.
I'd
Yeah.
ask. That's a 22.
Olympic diver.
Yeah, it looks really dope. His braids are like flowing.
There wasn't a splash, actually.
Yeah. like
So
a
clean.
knife in the water.
Yeah. And you can even choose to stay under the water because I believe you can breathe underwater.
Yeah.
And that will put you at hidden
Let's
from
do that.
these ghouls.
Please.
Nice.
And I have retrieved my dagger now because I mage handed it back to myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your mage hand like brought it down. You like have it in your teeth.
Mage Hand's cool.
All right.
Okay, that's all I got. Yeah.
We then go to Gibby.
Yep. I am. I need to get up.
Half movement,
Half
standing.
movement. Okay.
It is only 15 feet away from you.
Okay. I mean, my speed is 25.
So you would have minus 10, so you still have 15
So
feet.
I have
Yeah,
15.
you can get up in reach. Yep.
Rad. Okay. Yeah, let's run it.
Let's
Run
role play.
past Oceanus's.
Really?
The body of Oceanus was like dying and then just like fell on the ground.
I can't do anything.
Just, like,
Somebody else
step
got to
over.
get it.
Sorry. All right.
Sorry. I'm going to whip out my great sword.
Yeah.
And just,
You have advantage as well.
oh, yeah. Can I borrow
You don't even have to reckless. You already have advantage.
Whatever you need.
I'll do that one. You're
Okay.
rolling well on the other one.
Okay.
I don't want to curse it.
Ooh.
Oh, 20.
Let's
You're
go.
welcome.
Yeah. Thanks, John's die. Okay. So
That means you roll your 2d6 twice. So you're technically doing 4d6.
4d6.
I think you can maybe borrow some.
gather.
You need more? Your
I
stone.
need one more.
There's stone dice
Ooh.
if you want to use them.
So 6, 9, 10, 12.
Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and double your strength bonus as well. So it's +3, right?
Yep.
So 6.
Six.
So 18 points total.
Nice.
Yeah, kill him.
Small and angry.
They are on death's door. Your sword goes in. Any form of ritual that they were trying as your great sword is biting into their shoulder, she says, You ruined it. And she like brings her hand out to try to choke you, but it's not her turn, so it's just for flavor. But yeah, you guys are just grappling back and forth. Anything else from Gibby on their turn? I believe you have a bonus action still.
Oh, I've got Storm Aura that like
Okay.
that activates on the rage
Ooh.
and can be activated as a bonus action.
Okay.
So when activated, choose one target in the area. So obviously,
The priest.
makes a dex save.
Got it. That is an 8.
DC was 12, so they fail. Takes
Okay.
1d6 lightning damage.
Let's see it.
Nice.
Come on.
6.
No!
A 1.
1.
Just a spark.
Yeah.
She just
They like
gets
go
shocked.
to grab you and then they you shot me.
That was like such a cool like. Wait, I have this bonus action.
Yeah.
You didn't know that there was carpet and it was just like a static
Just
shot.
to really,
Yeah, whenever you're running up.
My little feet just.
Running in place. Perfect. And then we go next to Inkier.
So Stamper is out of range for me
Okay.
to do a touch spell. I would assume. So I will run up to Douglas,
Okay.
reach down and do Cure Wounds at level 2. Which is,
I fell in the pit.
let's see, 8 plus 3. So 11 points of healing to you, Douglas.
Yes, thank you.
And whenever I'm like knelt down to cast the healing spell, the archer behind me still turns,
Nice.
and the ghoul is looking really weak
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. So the
Both
archer
of them.
is gonna shoot at the ghoul.
All right, let's see it.
So advantage from fairy fire still. 3 and 7. But 7 is still 12.
12 is exactly their AC.
D8 plus 3 radiant. 7 points of radiant damage.
This starlight arrow, as it like looks over, like, huh? Straight into the head and just a burst of stars behind as it just falls to the ground.
I like to think that where it made impact, it starts to disintegrate out from that point.
Yes,
Oh, that's cool. So both ghouls are down
Both ghouls are down.
There's 2 ghouls though
in the water.
below.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Ghouls on the deck are down.
Me and my 7 HP will take care of it.
great.
Top
You have
shelf.
7 HP.
You have 7? Yeah,
If I
all
could
right.
swim, I'd come
You're
down there.
currently
but
hidden, so that's a good thing.
Ghost.
Then
Alright.
I'll stay out and about because
Yeah.
I don't want to leave everyone behind. So
Yeah, you're
That-
about 15 feet away from all those below.
okay.
The hull's got a little bit higher of a ceiling.
And I can see them below.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I know what to do next turn.
Yeah. Although that light spell did
Yeah.
disappear when you went down.
Yep.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I
okay.
believe I do.
You would be able to see them, yes. Anyone without dark vision would need to make a perception check. At this point, you hear a
Yeah.
as the flare goes off. And that is Kesper's turn. We're going to do the ghouls down below. And
watch out.
they saw something come down. Now, they're not as dumb as zombies. They're also not like brilliant. So I will give them checks to try to find you. So I need you to make a stealth attempt.
Perfect for me. It's only a 12.
I rolled a 3 and a 5 for them. Because Stamper's already like down and withered, they're smelling that fresh meat, and that's what they want. They want the blood flowing. And so they're like searching around for you, unable to find you. One of them wanders around. The other is going to try a athletics check to jump up and grab Douglas's boot.
What did I do?
I need you to make an athletics contest. So roll your d20 and add your athletics to kick this ghoul off your foot.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, like it grabs your foot and you like go down a little bit and then you just kick it in the face and it like goes back into the water.
Nice.
All right, I think we go back to the top with a death saving throw for Stamper.
Yes.
God, that you were dying. That's fine.
So for me, even though I'm unconscious, I'm presuming there's just like a little bit of awareness. So I feel like I would be knocked back. I feel the aging,
Yeah.
and then just all of a sudden this little bloop right beside me.
Yeah.
And my brain's thinking, That's supposed to be a splash, isn't it? As I roll an @1.
Okay, so Stamper, what happened was you were pushed back as your body hit the water. You have this dream or vision of, and shadows, wisps of mist come off you, and you're looking at a monochromatic landscape, and you're seeing this small island that you seem to be on as great evil steps forward, crawls from the ocean. Skeletons, ghouls, bloated corpses are crawling out, and these poor peasants and warriors are trying to fight them back, unable to hold the line. You're just watching this kind of floating silently, this black and white world. You hear a voice say, "Your work is not done." And we're going to move on from your turn. All right. I believe we then go to Douglas.
Okay.
Douglas stands up.
Yeah, I'm standing now if I wasn't.
Okay.
Was I prone?
You were technically prone,
So now,
hanging from a ledge.
you've
You've got the priest 15 feet away from you.
Take her out.
I mean, we'll see.
She's looking on death's door with Gibby's sword still in her shoulder.
Then
Would you attack the priest or the ghoul?
I want to
Oh.
cast Word of Radiance. No, I need to move within 5 feet.
Okay.
And then cast it.
I thought you had the ghoul for some reason.
And it's a con save.
Got
You
it.
may have had to reckless attack then, because to get that advantage.
That's a 19 plus 3, 22.
Never mind.
Is that your action?
Yeah.
What did it look like, though?
So I just say like a word.
Okay.
And then it deals radiant damage. So I would have said like, sup, or something.
So the word forms into this chaotic ball of radiant energy, and
then just like-
they become waves because this is all channeling from the wave mother, and they wash over her, and her tentacles, like the ethereal ones, shield her from this. And she says, "Oh, trying to channel Umberly. I serve one greater. Perhaps you'd want to join.
Hey, maybe. I don't know. What are the benefits?
I have some pamphlets."
No, I only serve my wave mother, Mama.
It turns out sup in ancient celestial is a lot more.
All right, we then go to our hidden sea elf deep in the hull of the ship. Valorin.
Okay. Action economy question. Can I help Stamper as a bonus action?
No.
No, that takes an action.
Can I use my bonus action to manipulate the mage hand and attack?
No, Mage Hand cannot attack.
I'll use my action to give the help action to Stamper.
Okay, so to stabilize.
Yes.
Okay. With 2 death saves with a natural 1, you see this vision, you hear your work is not yet done, and then as a pair of hands help pull you away from danger and tend to your wounds, your broken ribs from the thunder damage, you're able to stabilize them at the moment.
And I'll use the mage hand maybe to like cradle their head above water.
Yeah,
So
nice.
it's a little more
Yeah,
comfy.
you like lean them up against some of the crates. Although this does put you in view of
Fine.
the ghouls. Any bonus actions on your turn?
Can I?
You can bonus action hide again.
So if I've got Stamper stabilized and like stationary, I will bonus action hide back in the water again if I can.
Perfect. Yeah, give me that stealth roll.
17.
Okay.
So I just see you stabilize me, and then you just
And then immediately go back. And
officially fail.
Yeah, you're completely hidden from both.
No
Even the
splash.
one that was searching for you sees you pop up and then just swim away like a fish. Like the fishy elf you are. I am dead. Awesome. Gibby.
Cool. Draw the sword out,
Yep.
stick it back in.
All right, give me an attack. Technically flanked, we'll say, with Douglas, so give it to me at advantage.
Nice.
That one back.
I was about to say, look,
That one is
maybe
in
Much
jail.
help in
not.
this fight.
They were both 16, so.
Hey, nice.
a,
You hit. The 15 is the to hit, so let's see that damage.
a 8 plus 3, so 11. Plus. Do I add the proficiency bonus as well? Or
No, not to
No,
damage.
just strength.
11.
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go. Cut her head off.
Yeah.
I probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I pull the sword out and I'm like, just stop talking. And just
First mate Gibby, getting it done.
has had
Tired of this.
I'm over this.
So the ghouls go away, right?
No, the ghouls did not go away. There are
Listen,
still
it was
two
worth a shot.
Worth a shot.
creeping, crawling around the hall. It was the priest's turn, and we need to retroactively do a death save for Oceanus.
I forgot he was dying.
That is
no.
a failure. So one success, one failure. As we
Anyone
then
wants
go
to stabilize him, that would be really nice.
So correction for me, I don't have dark vision, so I cannot see the ghouls.
Okay.
But Stamper is above the water now.
Yes.
I can see Stamper. Okay.
Yes.
So as a bonus action, instead of using the archer, I'm going to cast Healing Spirit,
Nice.
and I'm just going to position it directly on top of Stamper.
Amazing. What's that look like?
So since there's an opening in the hole here, it's actually just like a beam of moonlight that is not like a radiant damaging beam of moonlight like Moonbeam would be, but is a bit lighter, a bit fainter, and it just positions itself directly onto Stamper,
Nice.
and just kind of starts the process of healing wounds,
Amazing.
which would be 1d6 healing initially, I think, is
And
how
then it
that-
continues.
then it continues
Nice.
for 1 plus my wisdom, so 4. It could heal up to 4d6 total
Nice.
by the end of it. So, yeah. So 1d6. That 6? That is. Yeah, that's 6. That's 6 on that dice. I don't know.
Full 6.
Yeah.
You're above
Oh.
stabilized.
Yeah, 6.
Now conscious.
Yeah.
As this floating constellation above you tends to your wounds and gives you life.
It's like you're basking in moonlight and it's healing you.
Beautiful. All right. I believe we go to Kesper then, and he says, "Looks like the ship's turning. Everything okay down there, Gibby?"
I think we're making headway.
Do you see the crate? The one with the A, all bricks.
Hey.
Not yet, but I'll keep my eye open.
Okay, make sure, yeah.
Can you? You have a gun? Could you?
Oh, you want me to come down there?
No, stay up there because you're watching out, making sure everything's cool up
He was
there.
like half climbing down. Okay, I'll stay.
Wait.
Down. You know what? They're already on their way. I'll take the stairs.
Oh, great. Go. Take it at your own pace.
Dash action to get down next to Inkir. Reloads his pistol. It will be able to act on his next turn.
So my action on my turn, though.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
That was your bonus action.
That was my bonus action, yeah. I am going to use. Can I use Shape Water,
Yes.
the cantrip, to bring like a 5-foot cube of water and bring Stamper out of the water onto the deck here? Just lift Stamper out. Just
Oh,
like,
yeah, there are crates all along the side because this hole ship is tilted, so all the crates kind of slid to one side.
Okay.
You can use shape water to put them on top of the crates.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Just
Yeah.
get them out of the water.
Yeah.
And
Just
yeah,
like
what-
plop me on the crate.
Yeah.
It's like just sit me upright.
Perfect.
Just
Yeah.
sit me upright. We'll be good.
No
we'll be
checks
good.
needed, and then you're kind of laid out. It's a really cool slab, almost like a dark iron or steel. And you like Stamper, you look and you see this etched A in this magically sealed steel container. You have found your prize.
Oh.
And it's like right under my arm,
Yeah.
probably. So it's like, wait, that's V? No, A. Ho!
All right. As we go up to your turn now, Stamper.
Okay.
Got two ghouls wandering around now that you're alive.
I was about to say, let me check this angle here. Can I?
You're now up over here, hidden. These two still searching,
Okay.
but now turn to you.
Is
These two ghouls. These gobbo ghouls.
is if I do Thunder Wave,
Yeah.
is Veil at any risk as long as I point the cube away?
No, they're far enough away.
Water physics doesn't
can
matter in
see
D&D. I was like, water and electricity?
Because what you can do is aim, because it's a cube, right?
It's a
That-
15-foot cube, yeah.
So you can aim the cube that, like, the surface is the water. So it's not going to hit anything under the water where you know they are.
Okay. So,
So con saves from both of them.
well, let's see. Yeah, and to be clear, I'm casting it at second level.
Let's go. All right. I got a 13 and a 14.
14 is the DC. So
Okay,
one
so
fails, one
one
succeeds.
fails, one succeeds.
Okay, me.
The one closest to you
Remember
is
it.
blown back 10
What
feet.
is it?
D, please. All right. So that is gonna be 13 thunder damage.
All right. The one that is pushed away from you takes the full 13, now bloodied. The other one takes half, 6. And yeah, 10 feet away from you. And you rolled that extra D8, the 3? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect.
So the way I have this in my head is like I'm upright. Hey guys. Bye. And just thrust it.
Yeah. It just goes flying backwards into the water. They're now prone in the water. The other ghoul like takes a couple steps back, staggered, and now looks angry, seeing its meal is fighting back.
Vale, finish them, please.
I'm gonna
swimming.
roll initiative for them now that they're fully in. And yeah, they rolled super low, so they're still waiting after their turn. Okay, so next we go to Douglas.
I guess because they're in the water. I don't want to get in the
Yeah.
water.
They're like 15 feet below you, directly below.
I'd like to throw my trident at one of them
Let's go. Roll with advantage because you're at a
get a
higher.
trident?
because I picked
You
that
have
as my
higher
weapon.
ground.
You have the high ground.
Okay, that is a 18.
It's like spearing fish. Fishing for
cool.
gold.
Fish in a barrel.
Can I pick the one that has that's taken the least amount of damage, or do
Yeah.
I get to?
And
choose
that's the
that?
only one standing because the prone one you would have taken disadvantage against.
Okay.
So this one's just in your sights. You're throwing it straight down at them. Roll. What was your total?
18 to hit.
Hits, and let's see that damage. I believe it's a D6
D6.
when thrown.
We've been thrown, yeah.
D6.
Yep.
Can I can't smite if it's thrown, right?
No, has to be a melee attack.
3 plus 4 is 7.
7 points. This guy is just it hits him here at the neck, and it just knocks him prone, and you've stuck him to the bottom of the ship, and he is dead.
That's cool. Okay, I got you.
I need you to get my
I'll
trident.
retrieve it.
Finish
I'm not a golden retriever.
All right, we go to the top of the 18s. That's going to be Valorant.
So I imagine Valorant is like, he's under the, however deep this water is, he's under, he's seeing Thunderbolt over there. He's seeing a javelin take
Yeah.
the school down. So he's gonna, like a shark in the night, go after this last ghoul.
Yeah. You
With-
see their glowing yellow eyes about 10 feet away from you.
He'll just use he'll use his rapier. Why not?
And you're hidden, so it's sneak attack.
Wait, I want to use a different. Nat 20.
Yes, let's go.
That's gonna do so much damage. I don't even need to do to him.
I almost want it to be like you float underneath them without them even noticing, and you just slit their throat.
Please. Or like he's prone like this. My hands just come up
Yes.
from beside him in the water. And
In the
just slit
moon,
his throat.
yeah, you just see the moonlight.
Do we
Your
even need to
hands-
roll the damage? Can we just say he's dead?
He is completely dead.
And I will retrieve the javelin and
The
I'll
trident?
resurface. Oh, sorry. No,
Yeah.
I might keep it.
You
actually.
just emerge out of the water.
I'll find you one.
I emerge out of the water with a
We're technically out of battle. Oceanus is going to take another death saving throw.
because nobody stabilized him.
Yeah.
Because y'all are all.
That is a second failure.
Can
he
I,
dead?
since we're out of combat now, can I use my, I guess, the bonus action to move the healing spirit onto Oceanus?
Absolutely. So just as he's like,
Suck that last breath right back in.
4. 4 points of healing to him.
and it's like
He's
just in time to turn
saved.
around and see you like slit the throat and like stand up from the water. Like he's just at the edge of all the broken wood and he's just like, my savior. As the flare fizzles, the ship that you came in on begins to head toward this ghost ship. Stamper, you are able to get up and see the A on this iron crate. And that concludes this episode of Overdue Adventures. Patrons, make sure to return before your next due date. Thank you.